What do we know about the upcoming third season of Prime Video's hit series Reacher? More than you may think. A hit from the moment it premiered, Reacher brought to screen a more faithful adaptation of the Lee Child novels than we got from the Tom Cruise films. With some info in the third and fourth seasons, as well as the spin-off series, we know some good stuff about what's on the way. Let's dive in and take a look at what's coming up next in the Reacher franchise. Which novel will be adapted? The third season will be based on the novel Persuader, the seventh Reacher novel. The novel follows Reacher as he goes undercover to rescue an informant held by a haunting foe from his past. The official book synopsis has some more detail and describes Persuader as 10 years ago, a key investigation went sour, and someone got away with murder. Now a chance encounter brings it all back. Now Reacher sees his one last shot. Some would call it vengeance, some would call it redemption. Reacher would call it justice. Who is joining the cast and who is returning? Alan Ritchson as Jack Reacher was one of the few characters who carried over from Season 1 to Season 2, which will likely be the same for this third season. Ritchson will once again be joined by Maria Sten as Frances Neagle, Reacher's close military comrade, but she may be the only familiar face. New cast members include Anthony Michael Hall, who is playing a potential antagonist named Zachary Beck, with Sonia Cassidy joining as DEA agent Susan Duffy, a tough but witty foil and possible love interest for Reacher. We will also see Brian T. playing Quinn, Johnny Berchtold as Beck's son Richard, Roberto Montesinos, and Daniel David Stewart as DEA agents Guillermo Villanueva and Stephen Elliott. Oliver Richards will play bodybuilder Paulie, and Paul Massarella is playing Beck's bodyguard.
Before we continue with our video, here's a reminder to click the Store tab on any of our JoBlo channels and browse our collection of the latest and freshest designs in our merch store. Go get you some.
The books and series do not match timelines. The chronology of the Reacher series and novels do not match up, which may be confusing for some viewers. The first season of the series was based on the first novel, Killing Floor, which was chronologically the fifth outing for the character. Season 2 was based on Bad Luck and Trouble, the 11th novel published and 14th chronologically. Persuader is the 7th book published and 11th chronologically, so expect lots of changes and adjustments to fit the narrative flow of the series. Neagle was not originally in the plot. While Maria Sten is returning as Frances Neagle, her character does not appear in Persuader. Her addition is likely to boost her announced spin-off series, which may be built into the plot of the third season. Season 4 is already greenlit. The renewal pattern for Reacher has been tightening up each year, with the series getting a fourth season pickup months before the third season even debuts. There was concern as to the fate of the popular series in the wake of Paramount's attempted sale and merger, which dominated the news over the last several months. With cross-studio projects first to be in danger, learning that Paramount and Prime Video are cementing a fourth season for Reacher is a really good sign. While it does not indicate when development will begin, I would venture to guess that showrunner Nick Santora is already working with his writing team to select the source novel for the next narrative arc. When will we see it? Back in February, Alan Ritchson told Jimmy Fallon that production on the third season was almost done. Ritchson also posted on social media that he was preparing for a role in the film Motor City in July 2024 and said he had only limited time to prepare for that project as Reacher recently wrapped. Like any big budget series, Reacher has a fair amount of post-production work needed to ready it for screens, but odds are that the work is either done or wrapping up. We could potentially see the third season before the end of 2024, but with no marketing to speak of, odds are we'll see it in early 2025. Stay tuned to JoBlo.com as we learn more about the next season of Reacher and all of your other favorite shows. What do you expect to see in the upcoming season of Reacher? Let us know in the comments and click the like and subscribe to follow all of our latest original videos.